champs of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders, reigning league MVP. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, and see if they can start to produce.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries for an even 100 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Commanders' 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense back out there. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Check pin, blue check white.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Now 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 9 now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
First down, Miami.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. Shutting defenders at the 15. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit from the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Miami set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I'm shaking my head a little bit as an ex-DB, but I'm also nodding because any edge you can get as a receiver, you take it. Runs a stutter go there, about 12 yards downfield, then chops his feet like he's breaking off his route. And then he takes off and goes downfield again. Excellent job selling it, and it leads to a big gain.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And the Dolphins first down.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14, but it's now third down.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first half.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 23, here's second and a couple.
On play action, they'll throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gregory.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Commanders' 33-yard line.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side of their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Walton. First time they looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right down the middle, and that's going to tie things at 20. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken it around the 40. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
82 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 3rd down and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here is Washington now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walton. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And 7 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a play fake here on first down. He stiff arms him. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. He'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll run on the draw. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Washington, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.